Hello everyone, Eddie here, TrryCraft server, playing Feed the Beast Horizons. Hello and welcome to the TrryCraft server. I am actually Tryonus. This is actually Eddie Magpie's head, which I got after killing him a while ago, but he tried to keep it, but I found it and I've claimed it. Yeah, it's just a lot of fun there. Eddie still's not quite himself with his eyes and body in general, but please go over to his video, his channel even, and go and show him some support, please. Just like you would do for all the tryhards. So, today's episode is going to be much more of a show and tell, really, to be quite honest. Not necessarily a catch-up video, just more things that I wanted to kind of show you more than anything. To begin with, you may notice some golden wings. Yes, I finally got myself some wings, so that meant I needed to activate the division signal, which I got from the Wither boss in the last episode. So here is a very small clip of me sorting that out. So, as you can see, it was a very easy time of me getting some extra cursed earth and getting the division signal activated. I don't think I've ever had it so easy. A single pigman and a spider, and that was it. You know, I don't think I needed any armor for that whatsoever. And to be quite honest with you, I didn't really need the cursed earth because Eddie had actually dropped off some cursed earth earlier, which you might have seen in the previous video, which I completely forgot to mention because it was actually here with a sign on it stating this is thank you and payback from the last season that we did, and I gave him some cursed earth. But now, with what Eddie gave me and what I've collected in the last one, I've got 62 cursed earth there, so should be able to do something with it. I did make a ruby shovel with silk touch on it, which can actually go into a storage drawer somewhere. There we go, that'll do. So yeah, I just basically wanted to show that because I thought it was... And the gods have spoken. But I just thought I'd share that with you because it was rather amusing, even though it was only just the two mobs that spawned. Another thing that I wanted to show you with my armor, as you can see now, I have got everything up to a maximum defense total of 100%. Yes, the gods are not happy. Let's see if it's night. It is night, so I should be able to sleep the storm away. Right, okay, hopefully that will calm the gods down, but we'll see. So, another thing I'll be wanting to show you is the new dimension that I've been able to create. I did figure it out since the last episode. Apparently this destination analyzer needs to be next to, and I mean right next to, like it is here, the DHD, the dialing device. Sorry, I keep calling them DHDs from Stargate. So you can connect properly and then you'd get a green, go ahead, you're fine, enter. So we're going to go into that dimension. I've already been in before, but I kind of just wanted to show you this. I was going to do it on camera, and I collected a load of different sorts of loot from there. Some new ancient trees, some name tags, so I'll be able to name my dogs eventually. I also found a division signal, typically enough. I've got a guest here from there, and you'll see why in a second. I've got loads of Ender Lily seeds, so anyone on the server wants some extra Ender Lily seeds, come grab some. you're more than welcome to them. It's not like I need them, is it? Some more dimlets and some of these. Now I'll explain why I've got these in a minute or two. So let's just enter the dimension. So this is my first attempt, so bear with it. Okay, so welcome to my first dimension that I've ever created using these RF2 gizmos. And as you can see, this place is infested with nether creatures, nether mobs. So we've got pigmen and gas flying around. There's also a glitchy fireball thing there. Now, before I show you this world in a little bit more detail, I don't think I need to have these wind turbines or this power generation here because I've got my base fairly well chunk loaded, so that's what this gets power from. But just to be on the safe side in case anything goes wrong and I get stuck here, I have got 2 wind turbines from Mechanism and an ultimate energy cube powering both the way home and the way here. You do need to bring the way home with you, so you do need to craft things every time you go into before you go into any new dimension. So I'm going to have to put up a notice for myself rather than anyone else to remind me that I need to craft more of these guys. So yeah, we can come and go as we please, and as long as it stays green, we are good to go. So yeah, this is the dimension, like I keep saying. Now, main thing that I wanted to create this dimension for, when I can talk, was for the clockwork, more advanced stuff, so I can get some faster flight and things like that. There are chests around these things here, which I collected a lot of loot from. I don't know what these things are actually for, but if you go closer, there's some sort of weird electricity, and it says there's a mob or something there, but I don't know. Hopefully Darcy will be able to come to this because she's doing something with Essential Craft, so she might be able to figure something out. As you can see, there's 1 or 2 bits and pieces left behind which I need or want, so yeah, and there's a few of these, plus 1 or 2 other bits and pieces. But like I was saying, oh, hello, Mr. Guest. Where are you? Yes, you're a big guest and you shoot fireballs. I can just fly up and kill you now. Any chance of a ghast here? Yes, there's a ghast here. Cool. Right, sorry about that. Wrong way. That way. I'll be a good driver, won't I? So like I was saying, oh yes, these are dungeons that Nicole found in her video. Go and check out her video to get more explanation of them. Yeah, clockwork phase. Let me get my thoughts in order. Sorry about that. Some of the more advanced ores, you need to get what's called temporal ingots and temporal nuggets. See if we can't actually get some. Oh, nope, I don't know how to spell it, so let me just find it on the clockwork phase. Shouldn't be too far. Here we are, the clockwork temporal ingots, and you need these to get some of the more advanced things like these Well of Times and life extractors and all sorts of things to help improve your bits and pieces. Oh, your bits and bobs, should I say? I should say bits and bobs, shouldn't I? So yeah, so we'll be able to make things like where's the time turner thing? There it is, the hourglass. We'll be able to, I could make one of these already, but I won't be able to make use of it. Also be able to make the temporal tool, which would be quite handy, because it would hold the tools all in one slot rather than having to take up 4 slots. And there's things like that, and I'll be able to get faster flight and other bits and pieces. I don't understand it myself 100%, but I am still learning it. But to get the temporal ingots, what you would need to do is find some raw ores, then use the tools temporal mechanic, which is using it like that. I don't know if you can see it properly because my map is in the wrong place, but you can see like glows and it's all nice and pretty. But yeah, and then you would need to find some more and then right click on it, and then you get a single bit of nugget, and only a nugget. Now luckily enough, when I came through my random dimensions, one did say temporal ore. So this is what this world was mainly for, and that was to create this, the temporal ore. Now this is going to be more than I would ever need alone in this, I think. And if I do mine them, you do only get a couple of nuggets, but even that isn't that bad. What I actually meant earlier about right-clicking on ores, you can actually do it on this. So if I got the temporal state of this and right-click that, you'd see it would break instantly and give me nuggets out. You mind? I'm busy. I am busy. Don't. Just bear with me 1 second. And that's the problem with this world. It's not exactly return to sender. I didn't actually realise I did that. But like I said, that's the problem with this world with the nether mobs in here. It's not exactly the safest place to be. But you can get magma creams and all sorts here, so not too bad. But like I was saying, this is just one of these, and this is more than what I would need. If we look on the map, there's another one here, another one here, another one here, and another one up here. So like I said, these things are absolutely everywhere, and it's more than I will ever need. So I'll definitely be keeping this world. It's just a little bit on the dangerous side. I'm happy enough with it, considering, like I say, it is my first dimensional one that I've been through. So kind of cool. Right, I'll explain these buildings as well. You may remember before we came in, I showed you those chests, and I found some dimlets, and these are basically where these came from. Basically, the ones that were already named were on these item frames, and the random ones were in here. There were some named ones in here as well, discovered ones, should I say. Hoping this makes sense. And these are what these buildings are kind of for. And you can get some glowstone if you wanted. There's a lamp inside, just up there, and there's these dimensional pattern blocks, which I picked up 1 or 2 just to have a look at them, which are fairly decent. So yeah, that's basically this world. Like I say, I'm happy enough with it. But anyway, let me get back into the overworld, and then there's just one more thing that I'd like to show you before we call it a day. So I'll be back as soon as I get to the teleporters. Right, okay, back at home, back at base. So, earlier this week I did some exploring, and I found a mountainside, and when I showed it to Darcy, she was very happy with it, and she wanted to make it our new base. I suggested that we did that as well. Got a Christmas tree there, by the way. That's one of the ancient trees. And also showed a screenshot to the TheWhiteTyger, and he also agreed that looks like it's a good area to make a base in. So I'll show you that now. Possible new base location. There we are. So here we are. Now before I show you it, I'll just kill this zombie. Oh, and get a head. Cool. Hello, who are you? Big bad Chris. Not anymore, you know. Right, so, I did a little bit of exploring because I went over to the Goonies base. If you don't know who the Goonies are, that's Eddie, Magpie, Micklos, and Mntdewmania, doing a little bit of role-playing pirates, so I just call them the Goonies. And their base is just here. Got a pirate ship and their little, what's now a small desert island type thing around this miser biome, which is very, very cool. And Mountain Dew's farms across here. Doing excellent work in that area, but I decided to fly northeast just to explore and have a bit of a mess, and I came across this mountain range. Unfortunately, it's green night, but hopefully you'll be able to see it and its full effect. And I just couldn't resist showing Darcy this place. She's actually already shown it on her video, so go and check her videos out. And this is what we're going to be doing making our own base. We've still got to get together and decide what we're doing with this place, but it's just absolutely awesome to my mind anyway. So what we are thinking of doing is having a main structure on top of this place, probably giving each one of us a section to work inside for his own personal little projects, but also having like bridges across into this. We'll have like a base on top, but also a lot of machines inside the mountain itself. I don't know exactly how it's going to work or what we're going to build or what we're doing, because like I said, Tiger, Darcy and myself really do need to get together and say, yeah, we want a bridge here to connect this bit at this height. I know Darcy wants to put some farms down at the bottom, probably swapping out some of this grass to make it all look a little bit better maybe, but generally trying to keep the mountain and how things look exactly how it looks now, because got all these waterfalls coming in all sorts of places, and then it runs directly into the main river there. So suggestions on the name of the river, I'll take them under consideration. Not anything like the River Try or anything like that, but you know, the river what? Not sure. Yeah, we've got plenty, but we've got plenty of room to work with. We've got plenty of room to decide what we're doing, and we've got red sand on this side, yellow sand on that side. So we'll be able to come up with something. There's just too much room not to have something on top of these things, these areas. And we've got plenty of room to have the generators and the machines inside. And I know Darcy said something in her video about adding more lava flow down as well, but which seems like a good idea. I don't know how exactly that would work. Well, like I say, things to discuss, things to decide, things to debate, things to argue. So, yeah, fun times indeed. Okay, so this, like I say, is going to be our base, or the group's base, but that doesn't mean that I'm going to be completely abandoning this area, because I kind of like this area, and I was thinking of possibly trying to build the castle again. So I might try and build that up here. I don't know if TrryTyger wants his, because he started building this for his one of his daughters to mess around in, but now that we're moving across there, I need to find out if she's going to be staying here, or which she's more than welcome to, I'm not bothered, or what, so I know exactly where I can build, because I think this area might look fairly decent for a castle of some sort. So like I say, as for the machines and everything that I've already made down here, I'd like to try and keep them as they are, and then we can rebuild across there. We can use this base to remake these machines and things like that and move them across there, but if we can leave these here, I would prefer if we could do that. Just everything seems rather nicely set up for me here. Obviously I'm more than happy for resources to be split between me and the new place, obviously, because originally this place wasn't meant for all of us. But like I say, quite happy to send resources across there, especially if we can get, if I can sort out a mining dimension for us to use, and then we'll be able to use ender quarries and digital miners to our heart's content, and we'll have unlimited resources between the two bases regardless. Anyway, so right, I think that's enough out of me. Going on for about 20 minutes or so now, so I hope that you've enjoyed today's episode. Do feel free to leave any comments or suggestions in the comment section below, but otherwise, thank you very much for joining me, and I will see you next time. Bye.